Hello, and welcome back to Nerd News. Today we have Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War, finally got released yesterday. We're going to talk about the first episode. And Mario and Rabbids, Sparks of Hope, gets a new trailer, so we'll talk about that. Let's start it. First up, we have the new Mario and Rabbids trailer. This is the launch trailer, the cinematic for it. I personally haven't been keeping up with the trailer. I was kind of sold on the game as soon as it was announced, just because I loved the first one so much. So I didn't really need to see a whole lot, so I haven't really been watching the trailers. But I watched this one, and this game looks so good. Like, graphically, it looks really good. Gameplay's probably good. It seems to be about the same as the original, but that's already great. I don't really need anything new from that. But Bowser, Rabbid, Rosalina, Rabbid Luigi's back. That's always exciting. I love Rabbid Luigi. He was like my favorite character in the first game. Game just looks really, really good. Really looking forward to this. Comes out in 9 days, so not much longer to go. And this is looking great, honestly. This is looking fantastic. Can't wait. Next up, Hypland has released a new collaboration with the Dragon Ball Super movie superheroes. As you can see, they have a ton of new shirts and a couple new skateboards, a new hoodie. Stuff looks really, really good. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm not super sure on who some of these people are. Mostly Magenta. I don't know who Magenta is because I haven't seen the movie yet, but the Pan t-shirt looks really, really cool. Kind of want that one. And next we have a product delay from ManaMoon. As you can see here on their Twitter post. Clarification, there was a miscommunication regarding the delay on our Vasto launch. The schedule on our site was supposed to reflect the news from our factory that samples would not be ready in time for the launch. It was a huge failure on our part to keep everyone informed. We do not know when the samples will be ready and do not want to compromise quality. We'd like to compensate for time wasted due to our mistake. So the field centers for the collection will now be bundled with the deck box for free once we do launch. More information soon. To be honest, I was trying to find this collection. I was waiting for this throughout the day. Didn't know anything about the delay. Kind of wish they just posted it on Twitter when it got delayed. They post for most product things. I feel like they could have just posted that. But it's really not that big of a deal. Once they said it was delayed, it's like, okay, I can just move on. But this is cool. We'll be getting the Field Center in with the deck box. I was buying both anyway, so save some money. I get both. But honestly, even if they didn't do that, I would still just buy the set. It looks really good. I'm still looking forward to it. It was just supposed to release today to coincide with the Bleach anime launch. It got delayed. Wish they had just posted that on Twitter, but it's not that big of a deal. This is a very small company. It's not the end of the world. Don't worry. I'm not worried too much about it. They also posted this picture of the deck box, and this looks really, really good. I don't know if it's going to stay with that blue color. I do like the blue color, but I don't know if it's going to stay with the blue color. But this is like the 3D plastic outside of it, and then this is going to be encased in gold metal. This is going to look really good. Cannot wait for this. I'm perfectly happy waiting for a more quality product. It's not an issue. So whenever they do get around to releasing this, right now it's just to be announced. So whenever they get around to releasing it, I will definitely be here to pick it up. But this looks really cool. So this is good. Delays suck, but they happen sometimes. It is what it is. Still looks like a really good product, so I'm definitely going to be picking this up. And next up, we have a couple of new Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I want to cover. This one is Big Welcome Labyrinth. Normal trap card. You can only use one of the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. So you can only use the first or second effect, and only once that turn. Special summon one Labyrinth monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, then return one monster you control to the hand. I mean, that's a strong start. Special summon a Labyrinth from anywhere, basically, and then return one monster you control to the hand. I believe this will trigger some of the Labyrinth effects, so that's a really strong start. You can banish this card from the graveyard, then target one Fiend monster you control, return it to the hand. If you control a level 8 or higher Fiend monster activation, you can target one card your opponent controls instead. So this, again, bouncing it back to your hand, I think this triggers effects of some of the labyrinths. I'm not 100% sure on that. It might be just to resummon them to trigger their effects, but bouncing it back to your hand is definitely going to be a good thing. But if you control one of the high-level monsters, then you get to target one of your opponent's monsters instead, and then it's just a compulse. So this is really good. Summons from the deck, graveyard, hand, whatever. Banish it from the graveyard, and you can bounce a card you control to generate more advantage, or bounce one of your opponent's monsters, just a graveyard compulse. I see nothing wrong with this. This is a really, really strong card, and honestly, that artwork is really, really cool. And the next one, Evil Twin support. First up, we have this little Link 2. It's an alt art for Evil Twin Lilla. So this is cool. I mean, I think the art looks a little weird, but it's cool to see that they're getting an alt art. But they did get a new card as well, and that's Lilla Wrap. It's a continuous spell card. You can only activate one effect of this card's name once per chain. So you can't like have 2 or 3 of them on the field doing it, but once chain, you can activate this effect. Once per turn, if you special summon a monster from the graveyard, you can make your opponent lose 1,000 life points, and if you do, gain 500 life points. I mean, they're all about special summoning stuff from the graveyard, but the links, they kind of like replicate themselves to get both live twins, evil twins on the field. So this sounds like it's probably okay, but also I don't think it's that good because it's just a burn card. I mean, you're burning for 1,000, so if you can hit them for like 8 times, yeah, I guess you're getting somewhere. But honestly, you probably don't have to hit them that many times. Just like 3 or 4 is probably enough to do some good damage. But I don't know enough about the deck to really know if that's any good. It doesn't sound like a very good card. It sounds like a bad burn card, but whatever. And lastly, we have the first episode for Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War, and it was good. It was a solid first episode. Not a whole lot really happens. I mean, there wasn't expecting a whole lot to happen. I figured it would be more of a recap, and it was not. It was just the first couple of chapters. You meet the 2 Soul Reapers who are now going to be in Karakura Town. So Ichigo doesn't have to be taking on the Hollows all the time, as he's a substitute. And then Ichigo comes to save them anyway because they get the crap kicked out of them. But you get the whole gang there, and it kind of mini-introduces everyone. Everyone gets to use a little bit of their power. You can see what they can do. They expanded on this a little bit from the manga, with Chad using the big skull attack. I forget what it's called. But he uses that one. I don't think he uses that in the manga. He probably doesn't need to against these Hollows, but it's cool to see it again. Ichigo goes Bankai. Again, it's not really necessary, but it looks really cool. We don't get a whole lot of time with that full bring Bankai fusion, so it's cool to see that for a little bit because we, again, don't get a whole lot of time with that. So don't get used to looking at that. Spoilers, I guess. So yeah, that was neat, and everyone gets their own little splash page throughout the show, so that was cool. Overall, it was just really high quality. I hope they keep up this quality for the whole show, but I don't know if they're going to. This episode looked really, really good. Really excited to have Bleach back. Can't wait to keep watching it. I'll be watching it every week. We might talk about it every week, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Try not to spoil too much, just in case you haven't seen the show, or just in case you haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But we'll try to keep talking about it every week when it comes out, when the new one. Do little mini reviews here at the end. I did put it at the end for that reason. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. Keep forgetting to mention this. I don't think I've actually put it in a video yet. This channel has a Instagram, and I'm going to finally start using it, I think. So you can follow me there. The link will be in the description. The plan is just to post random pictures of cool shit that I own, because I can't really fit everything into videos. So we're just going to have pictures of cool stuff posted every day, because I think it'll be fun, and it'll give me an excuse to use it. Also, I'll post like the thumbnails the day before the video goes up. So this video's thumbnail is already up there because you're obviously just watched it, so the video's out. But tonight you'll get the thumbnail for tomorrow's video, so you can kind of see what's coming for the next day. And that's not something that gets posted onto the YouTube channel's Twitter, which it gets a lot more use because I like Twitter more than Instagram, to be honest. But I'm going to try to start using it a little bit more just because I made it. I might as well use it. Yeah, we'll see. we'll see. Hopefully I remember. The plan is to post at least the thumbnails every day, just in the hopes that that makes me remember to actually use the thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.